Hello, everyone. Paulette Henson here. Welcome to the Author's Lounge. And I am super excited to bring to the stage Miss Juliet Barriffe. Hello, Miss Juliet. Thank you for
Hello,
joining me today. How are you?
I'm wonderfully blessed.
Awesome. Awesome. So, tell us, our audience, who you are and your book writing journey, how you got started.
Okay, I'm Juliet, as you said before,
Yes.
and I am a mother first,
Yes.
grandmother second, and an employed HHA.
Nice.
My writing journey started from a child. I love to write poems, so I love poetry,
Yes.
but
Oh.
never take it seriously. Just do it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, coming up in the years, I guess I would say the father decided to put his hand on me and lead me a little further. So I wrote a book of poem, but with personal story, along with a
Yes.
personal story, and then
Mm-hmm.
followed by a second book of just poem and fiction story. Then leading to my third book, Within My Eyes, The Embrace. That
Mm-hmm.
was a book that was in my heart. Did not plan for it, but just had to get my fingers on the keyboard and then it start coming out.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. So tell our audience the title of your book,
Uh, it's Within My Eyes, the
Within My
embrace.
Eyes. Okay, and so how did you come up with that title? Just without giving us all of the insights of the book. That's an interesting title, very interesting. So, how did you come up with that? What prompted you for that title?
The story came first, and the title came when I had to admit to myself it wasn't I, Juliet, who personally got the story out.
Yeah.
Because I would say while writing the story, it's as if I was watching everything taking place.
Mm,
And with that, I just came up with the title because it's
I
like
love
it was
that.
there in my eyes.
Yes, yes. You bring up a good point when you say that you are watching. Sometimes, I remember having a conversation that, we are not the audience of our lives. We're the star. We're
Mm.
living it, and sometimes you can see yourself sitting back watching, everything going around you as if you're not a part of it. You're just, and so when you said within my eyes, that's what made me think of that.
Mm.
I think that's a very very good title that
Thank you.
it connects with people because that's what we do. We're looking out, and so sometimes we don't look in, to ourselves, and so your book Within My Eyes, is it a memoir, is it a personal story, or is it something, is it a storyline? Tell us a little bit about your writing and your development of it.
Oh, Within My Eyes is a fiction and which reflects stories of life. And I will also say is that every fiction is somewhat a non-fiction
Yes.
because many fiction you can relate to something within it,
Yeah.
within your life.
Right.
So as I was writing the story, as I said, I was seeing every action taking place.
Mm-hmm.
I was seeing conversation being said or listening to conversation being said and I just relate to it.
Yes. Yes. Wow. Wow. And so you also mentioned that you write poetry, and you've been writing poetry since you were a young girl. And so how's your poetry going?
It's going pretty well. I get compliments in them.
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
but to me, it's my poem is a way of expression. I call them expressions.
Yes.
I cannot fit
Yeah.
them in any particular category. So
Yes.
it's a way of just expressing myself, and,
Yes.
and hopefully that someone it will relate to someone somehow.
Yes. Wow. I love that. I love that. And so your book, within your eyes, tell us a little bit more about the stories, how you developed. Are these personal stories or stories that people have told you, and you know, how did you put it all together?
Uh, my imagination.
Yes, I love that. I love it. I love it. And how
Yeah.
long did it take you to write this book?
2 years, just about
Okay.
2 years. I was in no rush because I wasn't doing it on my own. I have to
Yes.
have that feeling. I got to have that sense of direction and do
Yes. Yes. So are you one of those people where you start writing based on how you feel, like you get this energy, like, okay, I got something. I need to get on the computer and let it go.
yes. As
Nice.
soon as I start on the computer, everything seems to be flowing.
Yes. That's great. That's great. And so during the 2 years that you wrote, you start putting the book together and all of that, did you reach any type of writer's block? Did you get to a point where you're like, okay, I don't have any more right now? And if you did, how did you conquer that? How did you continue on?
I would not say I reached a writer's block because whatever came within me, I put it together until the other segment.
Mm.
And when I decided to continue, it flows again.
Wow. That's a good word, and that's a good tool for authors, because oftentimes I talk with authors and they'll go through something, especially if they're writing a memoir or a painful story, and they have some little triggers, and then they can't get past that.
Mm,
And so sometimes, then the book stops. They can't go any further because maybe it's something that they don't want to deal with, some emotions or something like that. And so I like how you have this calmness, and like, when it flows, I'm gonna write. And that's a great attitude to have with it, because when you're ready,
yeah,
and so that's really good advice for anyone writing a book, you know to let it flow, and to do it in a way where you're comfortable and you're able to just let it all come to you, and you just start typing, and that's when it's good. I mean, for me personally, that's when, I'm in my Corvette and I'm taking off, right?
mm.
Wow, wow. So you're being an author. You wrote this book 2 years ago. How has your authorship journey been? Has it been fulfilling for you? Tell us a little bit about that.
It is fulfilling for me because I've accomplished what I wanted to do, to
Yeah.
write the book.
Mm-hmm.
I never dreamed of writing. I've been not say writing, but being a published writer. And
Yes.
here I am today, published 3 books. Yes,
Wow.
I have
Wow.
accomplished something.
Yes. Yes. Well, congratulations
Thank you.
on 3 books. And
Yeah.
so give our audience the title of your other books that you have online.
The first book is My Moon, My Light, and the second one is A Gift Given, A Gift Taken.
Yes. Wow. I love that. And they're all available on Amazon.
All, yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, everyone. So as you're listening, check out Miss Juliet's book. She's on Amazon. She has actually 3 books, and she is, and I'm sure she's going to keep writing. Is that something that now that you've written 3 books, what's the next step?
I keep myself encouraged.
Yes, I love that. I love that. And you're very inspirational. I'm inspired hearing, your story and just like I said, your calmness and how you have, you know, you've taken on this authorship journey and you're just rolling with it,
Thank
and
you.
producing all kinds of information for people. What type of feedback have you received from people that have read your book? What are people saying?
Uh, Wonderful stories with the expectation of what is going to follow.
Oh,
So
nice.
I am encouraged to the fact that when someone can pull you aside and says, "Ah, what's going on here? What
Yes,
is it? What is the other book going to be like?" I said, "I have done something that
yes,
someone is interested in, and I'm pleased with that." So
yes,
God has truly blessed me.
yes. Amen. Amen to that. Well, you are a beautiful, beautiful lady.
Thank
And
you.
I am so happy to have met you and to just share this time with you, and your books, your journey, your authorship journey. And just, meeting new authors, hearing their story and their background, it helps us all because we can all learn from each other. It's very inspirational to me because, this is the business that I'm in. And so
Yeah.
I'm here to support authors and promote them and their book. And just for all of the audience here that will be watching this, if you're watching now or watching the recording, Miss Juliet is in this month's edition of BWA magazine. She is one of the featured authors, and so you can read more about her work and her book that she's promoting, as well as her books are on Amazon. So if you type in her name, you can find her books and pick up a copy. Get all 3, because these are, as you can hear in her voice, these are stories that she's put together through her imagination, and so it's very interesting, and it's, I'm curious myself where I'm like, okay, I need to order her book. So anything else that you would like to share, or any closing comments that you would like to provide for the audience, on, your journey, getting started. A lot of times people want to know, like, they want to write a book or they have an idea, and it's like, well, how did she get started? How does somebody go from 1 book to 3 books? And so, share that with our audience.
For some many people, it's different. For me, it's my
Uh-oh, I think we lost our audio. Let's see. Just one second.
True. I'm with a church family that encourages me. My pastor saw my potential long before I did.
Wow.
But I am a shy person.
Okay.
So it took me some time to accept that dream, that direction, that vision. And when I did, I have sisters who like, oh my, come on, girl, you got to go. You got to do this. They
Yes.
gave me ideas. I have one sister who would practically send titles to me for me to build up on it. And with a sistership like that, you cannot disappoint them.
Yes.
So I just launched onto it. And here I am as a published author. The thing is taking that step, that leap of faith,
Yes. Yes.
and be encouraged.
Yes. Yes. And surrounding yourself around people that can support you in taking that leap. Like I was just talking in another interview, and it's a lot of times people are afraid to take risks. They're afraid that they may fail or something like that. But it's it's a leap of faith. It's
Yeah.
believing in yourself and knowing that whatever comes up, you take that and you deal with that thing and you keep going. And so I love that. I love that you said that, because it is a leap of faith, and it's trusting in God, trusting in yourself. And you have people around you that are saying, yeah, you can do this, do it. And when you do it, share with the audience the
Yeah.
gratification that you get on the other side.
Ah, joy.
Yes.
And I will not be reluctant to say my daughters, they're my biggest cheerleaders.
Yes.
So when you try to be an example to your kids
Yes.
and they're pushing you out to do your best,
Yes.
it brings joy.
Yes. Yes, it does. Amen to that. I totally agree with that. And you know what? And I think for your kids, they get that joy too, watching you accomplish something. You know, it it just kind of echoes with them, and they remember it forever because they watched you do this thing and to completion. And now you have, books. Sometimes people reference books like it's a new baby. It's something you poured your heart and soul into, and then when you see it, it's like you said, it's that joy, it's that pride, that everything that you put into the work and the time, and to see it in real life, it's true joy. It is. Wow. Was there anything else you'd like to share before we sign off today?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Go ahead.
Yes.
Anything else you'd like to share before we sign off?
When we write, when we read, we do it for many different reasons, for
Yes.
some form of fulfillment.
Yes.
But whatever you're doing, just focus on the thought that it's all good in the end.
Yes. Wow. Wow. I
May
love
not be perfect to a lot of people, but it be just perfect for you.
Yes, ma'am. Wow. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome sauce. I love that. I love that. And I take that to heart because it's inspiration, life is lifing,
Ah, I
and
like that.
if you are if you are an author and you're thinking about writing your story and you don't know what to do, you don't know how to get started, you can definitely reach out. Send me an email. I'm going to let me put up. There we are. And I can help you. I can help you to get started. Help you, coach you through this. With Miss Juliet, her book Within My Eyes. Again, she has two other books on Amazon. Check these books out. As you hear, she is a beautiful lady, and she has a lot of wisdom, a lot of uh, just guidance on her stories that we can learn from. We can be empowered, and so. Um, Miss Juliet, I thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you for writing your books and sharing your wisdom and your knowledge and giving us all inspiration on our writing journeys and how we need to take those steps. We need to leap out in faith and know that we're gonna land on our feet, no matter what, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so with that, pick up her book Within My Eyes, available on Amazon. You can also learn more about Miss Juliet on BWA Magazine. She is in the September edition. She's one of the featured authors. In addition to that, she is going to appear on our website, and there will be an article on her story, her book, on the website, bwamagazine.com. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to sign off. And we thank Miss Juliet Barriffe for appearing on the Author's Lounge today. And when you are ready and you write your next book, we invite you to come back and to, share your story with us.
Thank you. Ah, you see, that's an encouragement right there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, well, thank you
Thank
all
you.
for watching. And we're going to sign off, and we'll see you next time on the Author's Lounge.